Wednesday Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball on DraftKings for free using promo code ReverseTheCurse.
Clark's Crew, presented by Jewel Osco, is the official kids club of the Chicago Cubs. Team up with Clark as a member of Clark's Crew and receive kid-specific perks, experiences, and merchandise. Visit Cubs.com/Clark to sign up today and be part of the fun all season long. Kerry Wood will pitch in the championship round of the Home Run Derby. So, yeah, sign up. Johnny Peralta playing a little Home Run Derby as he gets his team within one. Out into right center as he splits the gap. And it bounces out of play for a double. There's a lot of pop in that 21-year-old bat. Well, the bat's not 21, but you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, and it's, last night he hit a couple balls hard on the pull side to left field, out on one off the wall, one short, hopped the wall. He hit the big home run here the other night. This one hops the wall in right center. Well, Lynn challenging him with fastballs. He beat him last time, struck him out with a elevated fastball. Just the look in the eye, the body language from Russell. He's really settling in, gaining confidence. Maybe I'm just projecting that because he's done so well lately.
He looks the part.
Yeah.
He's got a 9-game hitting streak. And he's at second with nobody out. Might be a bunting spot for Fowler, but if he does, he'll try to bunt for a hit, no doubt. Carpenter in at third. And he's swinging away 1-1.
Addison Russell quickly becoming the most dangerous 9-hole hitter in the National League.
Yeah, I don't think we have to even look at the rest of the National League's 9 hitters.
One of the most dangerous 9-hole hitters in the history of the National League.
Molina just couldn't get over there in time. Well, that's an interesting question. Will there be a point at which Joe will get him out of that 9 spot? One theory is he's doing well there, leave him there. But I don't think the Cubs manager will be afraid to mix it up if he feels the need to. And I don't think Russell would mind moving up in the order either, although he hasn't complained, has he?
No, he's in the
big leagues.
Yeah, he's 21. He's in the big leagues. He's having success now. He's not going to complain at all, and he will not stay in the 9-hole very long either, I don't think.
Outside, it's full 3-2. Coghlan is on deck, and Molina and Pete Kozma both heading to the mound. Lynn was a supplemental first-round pick by the Cardinals in 2008. Debuted in the big leagues 3 years later, making his team leading 6th start tonight. That'll get the runner to third as Fowler grounds out to first.
All right, we'll get the job done. Make Chris Coghlan's job a little easier here. This is a battle of old teammates. These guys were together at the University of Mississippi for a year. Coghlan also a first-round pick. Highest ever out of that school.
Infield in. Coughlin way out in front, pulls it foul. Before, Lynn went to Mississippi, played at Brownsburg High School in Brownsburg, Indiana. He was Indiana's Mr. Baseball. And he also led that team to an unbeaten season. It's only the second baseball team in the history of high school ball in Indiana to go undefeated. The first one was led by Don Mattingly. Outside, 1-1.
Gene Hackman coached that team, I think.
That was Bob Hackman. Thinking of the wrong sport. 1-1. Now 1-2. Yeah, I was going to add, you know, the coveted award in Indiana is Mr. Basketball. But I wouldn't turn down Mr. Baseball.
No, yeah, anytime you're Mr. Anything, you've done something wonderful. Scott Rowland, I believe, was Mr. Baseball in Indiana. Of course, Bob Uecker is Mr. Baseball, period. Contact. Well, a little better contact than that. He stays alive.
Okay, if Carpenter had gotten all the way over there and had made the catch and tumbled over the barrier like Derek Jeter once did, the Cubs would have scored a run.
Yeah, or like Arenado did earlier this year.
Yeah, Russell would have been awarded home.
Carpenter's holding him on like a first baseman. This is interesting. Infield in, so they want to make it obviously difficult for Addison Russell to score this run, and Matt Carpenter holding him on at third base like a first baseman would.
He's run it to a full count, 3-2.
Over at third base obviously creates a bigger hole on the left side of the infield for Coughlin, but the Cardinals feel fairly confident that he's not going to hit the ball on the ground through that hole.
Ball 4. Here comes Rizzo. 2 walks for Lynn, both to Coughlin. Our Xfinity high-speed action. Rizzo taking the breaking ball up and out for number 5 on the year.
It's a gorgeous swing of the bat.
For Lynn's high school prowess, he went to the Little League World Series as well. And he's had a good baseball life. Outside, 1-1.
Interesting. I talked at the beginning about Lynn and his propensity to throw the fastball, that only 2 pitchers in Major League Baseball use their fastball more often than he does. One of them is Bartolo Colon, who throws about 88 miles an hour. But it's all about movement and location for Colon.
Slicing drive, left field corner, out of play.
You would think with that, that high percentage of fastball usage, it would be somebody that's blowing gas at 96 miles an hour.
First and third, one out. Cubs leading by 1. They'll take as many runs as they can get tonight against these Cardinals, and they're going to get at least one more. Russell scores. Coughlin racing to third. Gary Jones is going to send him. Relay throw to the plate. Gets past Molina. A 2-run double for Rizzo. 5-2.
Boy, great work by the Cub hitters in this inning. Russell gets it started with a double. Fowler moves him over to third with a little ground ball to the right side. Coughlin works to walk. Rizzo does his thing. Hammers that double into the right field corner. You're going to see this play unfold. Green light given by Jonesy, and Coughlin with a head first slide as the throw gets by Molina.
It looked like it would have been very close had Molina been able to catch that throw. So Rizzo's knocked in 3 tonight on a homer and a double. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Two down. Here's Soler batting 5th tonight. He's 1 for 2. So a little more support for John Lester.
Here we go again for the third game in a row. The Cubs with a comfortable lead now against the Cardinals. See if they can make it stand up tonight. And given what's gone on the last 2 nights, I doubt that anybody in the Cubs dugout would call it a comfortable lead.
No, I don't think so until you're shaking hands after the 27th out against this team. You're never quite comfortable.
You see a lot of that with Lynn. Kind of late swings at that high fastball, kind of a lower 3/4, works underneath the ball, riding fastball.
By the way, for the fans who hate the pitcher batting 8th, this inning played out exactly how Joe likes it, with that second leadoff man. Russell in the 9 spot, doubled to start the inning. And it would lead to a couple of runs. Walk to Coughlin and the 2-run double by Rizzo. It's 5-2 Cubs.
Honda's the only company ever to win both the Indy 500
and a Supercross racing championship.
They were also the first to come up with this. The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event, where you can get great deals on almost everything Honda makes, including the sporty Civic, named best value in its class. Get great deals on Civics right now.
Hurry, the Honda Dream Garage Sales Event ends soon. Get a great deal on a Civic today at your Honda dealer.
So I'm having birthday brunch with my family.
When my husband hands me a present.
A Galaxy S6.
So I call my mom.
I have Verizon.
I don't. She couldn't really hear me.
I tell her how much she means to me.
But she thinks I said she was always mean to me.
I could hear how happy she was.
Well, she definitely loves my sister more.
Mother's Day is almost here. Now get $200 or more when you trade in your smartphone for a Galaxy S6. But hurry, this offer ends May 10th. Verizon.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with a Coors Light Cold Facts Sportsnet Central update. Blackhawks try to close out the Minnesota Wild in Game 4 tomorrow night in St. Paul. Puck drop scheduled for 8:30. You can catch the game on the NBC Sports Network. Immediately after the game ends, flip over here to Comcast Sportsnet for the best post-game coverage in town with Pat Boyle. That's tomorrow night, right after Game 4 ends. For now, back to Len and JD in St. Louis.
Welcome back. Jorge Soler took what looked like was ball one for a called strike 3 to end the top of this inning. Got to stick to your guns when you've got a good eye at the plate, and he did the right thing by not swinging at it. Lynn bounces foul, 0-2 on him.
Yeah, you just have to kind of stick to your game plan as a hitter, and you can't let the umpire missing a call or two influence your approach at the plate.
Lester trying to make it 2 in a row. Beat the Brewers his last time out. Softly bounced to the second baseman Russell. JD, how do you get to Wrigley Field?
Practice, practice, practice.
The Cubs suggest the use of public transportation. It's like clockwork. Or for bike riders, use the Cubs courtesy bike check located near Clark and Addison. For drivers, the Cubs provide free parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games from 3900 North Rockwell. For details, it's Cubs.com.
I got a shout out a happy birthday to my old teammate Larry Anderson.
L.A.
Old being the operative word.
You got a number?
Larry Eugene Anderson is Andy 62 today. Happy birthday, Andy. Man, you talk about a slider.
You have the human slider, Larry Anderson. Ball 2, and here comes Ross.
He played in the big leagues. Well, he debuted in 1975 and pitched all the way up till 1994 at the age of 41. Now a broadcaster with the Phils. Perhaps you've seen him on a jumbotron at some point with sunflower seeds plastered all over his face.
He's been known to throw in the fake teeth and
fake
hairy
teeth,
glasses, the whole deal.
Yeah, put the
it's for fun
on the charters. He put the cockroach in the salad.
Look out, that ball crushed foul into that sea of red. Borges in for John Jay tonight against the lefty. Borges debuted 2010 with the Angels. Popped him up right side. And it's Russell.
Battling a little wind. Breezier today than it has been the first couple of days here.
Texas native Matt Carpenter. Ball 1. product of TCU.
Yeah, grew up around the game. His dad, a high school baseball coach, very successful in the Houston area.
High drive to center. Fowler drifting back. And he makes the catch. That will end the inning. 5-2 Cubs.
Why pause a spontaneous moment to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
This is the day to live in all I've got to you.
Have a day to remember. It's easy with a free red velvet cake with a 10-piece meal or larger.
Hey, Hunter, need some pointers?
Just around the house.
Yeah, should do it then.
I love this free store pickup.
Yeah, it's also great when you're on tour. Just order online, we'll have it waiting for you the same day. You know, I bet there's an Ace within a golf swing at just about anywhere.
Really?
Oh, you don't need to...
New mailboxes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Getting help at Ace is like going to your neighbor.
Drive safely, Hunter.
Thanks again, Mike.
Visit CSNChicago.com for great deals on your favorite team's merchandise. From jerseys and hats to autographed memorabilia and more. Outfit yourself in your favorite team's gear and visit the fan shop at CSNChicago.com now.
Saturday afternoon, the Fire return home for an important early season match with Real Salt Lake. Coverage begins at 1:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. Stan the Man. Statue outside the ballpark. Back inside Busch Stadium. Cubs leading 5-2. Stan Musial passed away on January 19th, 2013. Late Hall of Famer, 22 big league seasons. Career .331 hitter.
What, 20 All-Star teams?
Yeah, he was only not an All-Star when he was 20, 21, and then 1945 when he didn't play because of military service. Every other year of his career. Whoa.
Wow.
Somebody got tossed. I think Joe's had it. He didn't like the Soler call, and there have been some other calls I think he's been aggravated about. So he and DJ Rayburn going at it.
Well, Chris Bryant was rung up his first time up on a borderline pitch. We had it, you know, right on the corner at the bottom of the knees. And Soler was rung up on that one that we showed again. It was clearly off the plate outside.
You could read his lips. He said that was a foot outside. There was another four-letter word in there that I will not repeat. Fly to Hayward. He's got it. this might have been the one that really got
well,
to Joe.
Yeah, well, he's got a young guy that's had his ups and downs, and he's kind of grinding and trying to be disciplined. He's chased bad pitches at times over the last few weeks, so Madden's going to stand up for him. I think that's the one that really got his attention. And
second time he's gotten the thumb. It was April 17th, the first time, as Ross lines one to the wall. Give him two.
Well, Ross been up there swinging early all 3 times tonight, attacking that first pitch. Pays dividends this time as he hammers a double off the wall and left. So Joe will retreat to the clubhouse or hang out with Jerry and Jeff Risch and the boys. Relax and watch the game on television. Hopefully greet everybody after a W.
The 0-1 to Lester catches a corner, so Dave Martinez, the bench coach, will manage the club the rest of the night. There's Davey.
And it's a safe situation for him.
Yep.
Cubs have a 3-run lead. Joe stayed around long enough to qualify for the win.
I think this is one year too, JD, where the manager is maybe a little more sensitive to his young hitters who are not going to have the reputation and probably can't argue like a veteran hitter would to a home plate umpire.
Yeah, and I think any manager, if he feels like his guys are kind of struggling a little bit, he wants to make sure they know he's got their back.
Broken bat roller. Cosma shuffling his feet, and he makes the play. Runner at third, but 2 outs for Russell.
Hey, also a happy birthday to the great Willie Mays. To say, hey, kid, 84 today.
Pitch number 101 from Lance Lynn, misses outside on a slider. Two outs, runner at third. It's a run saver.
But it's also, he's got very good hands, but that knee is bugging him. I was watching him run after that foul pop earlier. He's not as nimble back there as he normally is.
That is a tough racket.
Won 7 consecutive gold gloves. A few years ago, 4 years ago, they started this platinum glove thing that goes to the best defender among all the gold glovers, the best defender period, and he's won 3 of the first 4 of those.
Lynn's 2-2.
That's similar to the pitch Soler got rung up on.
Well, maybe that argument from the manager had its intended effect. Swing and a miss for strike 3. We go to the last of the 6th. Cubs leading 5-2.
Hey, Jerry.
Nice yard. I bet this dead wood really hits home for you. The only thing getting trimmed around here are property values.
Does it ever feel like your yard work is taunting you?
Where you going? The nail salon's the other way.
Take back your yard with professional-grade equipment from Echo. Reliable, easy to use, and backed by a 5-year warranty. Echo. Get serious. During the Echo National Sales Event, get the SRM 225 trimmer for less than $200.
Tomorrow on CSN, our bats take aim at the arch in an important series finale with St. Louis. So splash on the sunscreen as Cap and Holly bring the heat on Cubs Pregame Live. Presented by Fields Auto. Cubs, Cards. Coverage starts at noon on Comcast Sports.
This is Adam Jones, center fielder for the Baltimore Orioles. When he's not playing baseball, he's watching baseball.
Sorry, right?
When he's not watching baseball,
watch him run.
He's reading about baseball.
I'm going to nasty.
When he's not reading about baseball, he's listening to baseball.
I don't know how I would pitch that.
And when he's not listening to baseball, he's playing baseball. MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball.
Paul, can you guys tuck in your shirts?
Why?
You look ridiculous.
Oh, but this is a smart casual look.
Nope, nothing smart about looking sloppy.
Not to get rude about it.
Nice shirt.
Thank you. That is a nice shirt. That's the look. That's the one.
Nice shirt. What can I get you?
I'm gonna go ask him where he got his shirt.
Afternoon, we'll wrap up the series here in St. Louis as the Cubs look to power their way to a win over the Redbirds. Coverage begins at noon right here on Comcast Sports Net.
Always busy here in downtown St. Louis during the baseball season. They've got the new ballpark village. It's always hopping before, during, and after the games. One strike on Matt Holliday. I have not yet been in the ballpark village. Have you?
No, I have not.
Here it's nice. Got the game on the big screen. Done a nice job with all the construction around this ballpark, which opened on April 4th, 2006. Technically the third ballpark that's been called Busch Stadium. So it's Busch Stadium the third, I suppose.
It's another Busch dynasty.
Called strike 3.
Yeah, boy, that was nice execution there. Got him leaning out on the front foot on the previous curveball, and then mindful of that, slips the heater over the inside corner. Lester, upper 70s, 77 pitches, 51 for strikes, so good number so far for John in that regard. He's in tip-top shape, strong, good to go here.
Reynolds hits it on the ground. Did you see what Starlin did? That's great. Chris Bryant made the play, and Castro mimicked it.
He's rehearsing just in case he made the play. He's staying with it. Double pump.
Oh, I love it. That's fun.
It's like a Globetrotters routine or something.
Just glad it didn't confuse Rizzo.
Rizzo looked a little confused, to tell you the truth.
I don't know what in the world possessed Starlin to do that, but that was really fun. Peralta, ooh, that one got under the glove of Russell. Keep the inning alive.
Well, Peralta hit a long home run last time, squares this one up. Russell tries to get over in front of it, and so doing loses his opportunity to glove it. Kind of an awkward play by Russell, but that'll be ruled a base hit. Rizzo's like, what is going on?
An error charge to Russell. Second Cub error in this game. Cardinals only have 3 hits.
He looked like Max Patkin is who he looked like. Remember old Max?
Yes. Knocked down by Lester, and he won't make a throw.
Well, this has gotten interesting all of a sudden. 2 quick outs. Error by Russell on a sharply hit ball by Peralta. And now Lester not able to make a play on this comeback off the bat of Hayward. Might have been better off leaving it alone. Would have been better off leaving it alone.
Like Seinfeld when Newman walks in.
the dreaded.
Yeah.
The last 2 seasons prior to this one, Molina better than 400 against Cub pitching.
Choate playing catch in the home bullpen. Fans chanting Yadi Yadi. Has not been the offensive threat this year that he has been in the past, but I mentioned earlier he's knocked in 2 games in this series on 3 hits. He chased a bad one. 1-2.
It's that same breaking ball he threw to Holiday before finishing him off with an inside fastball. See if they take the same approach here with Molina. Good tight breaking ball. Finishes down below the knees. Deep breath, thinking about it, visualizing what he wants to do with this pitch.
Oh, no, you got to be kidding. Molina with a check swing, RBI single. That magic wand against the Cubs continues to do its thing. It's 5-3.
That's just absurd is what that is. Wow. What's this? Ball's probably going to bounce. He just blocks it into center field.
Will be an unearned run. Molina is doing against the rest of the world. He's the same old Yadier Molina against the Chicago Cubs. He's one of those guys where we see him and we go, oh, he's hitting 296. I mean, you assume he's just hitting 480 against everybody. But he actually does make outs.
Cosma's hit the ball hard twice tonight, but both times outfielder's been able to track it down. Hit that ball hard, but way foul.
Former Cardinal Jason Mott appears to be ready to throw in the bullpen. Now, this is a kind of night you'd like to get more length out of your starter. Bullpen has had some problems here in this series. The Cardinals have come back. We're only in the 6th.
Yeah. Cubs bullpen has an ERA of 6 over the last 5 ball games. So it's so important to get Justin Grimm back.
Drive, base hit. Hayward toward the plate. Throw up the first base line. Throw to second. Safe there. 5-4. Error. Single, single, single. After 2 are out here in the 6th.
You kind of expect it from Molina. You don't expect it from Cosma. Hayward had a great lead at second base. He's a very good base stealer. Good tight turn at third.
Are you okay with
yeah,
the way that played out with Cosmo being allowed to get the second?
Ideally you want to throw that ball low enough where it can be covered. You don't want to give up that run home. I think if you're Fowler, you're shortened up with Cosmo hitting anyway. The line drive base hit, you feel like you have a shot at throwing out a base runner at home.
So Matt Adams will come off the bench and hit for Lynn. The pitch is away, ball 1. Cardinals are Dracula right now, aren't they? It's like the Cubs have shot them and done everything possible. They just haven't been able to find the wooden stake.
Yeah, like
keep coming
like
back to
Jason
life.
in those Friday the 13th movies.
Yeah.
It was Monday night. We had that full moon overhead that helped explain the crazy goings on of that ball game.
Swing and a miss to end the inning, but they have drawn within 1, 5-4 after 6.
Some things are not what they appear to be. Other things are exactly what they appear to be. The 306 horsepower Lexus IS 350. As aggressive as it looks. See your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer.
Thank you for being a sailor and my daddy. Thank you, Mom, for protecting my future.
Thank you for being my hero and my dad.
Military families are thankful for many things. The legacy of USAA Auto Insurance could be one of them. Our world-class service earned USAA the top spot in a study of the most recommended large companies in America. If you're current or former military or their family, see if you're eligible to get an auto insurance quote.
Today, we proudly announce the greatest achievement in our 75-year history. The best Blizzard menu ever, including classics like cotton candy and newcomers like brownie cookie dough.
They did it! They did it!
Everything you could ever want in dessert, all in one menu. That's right, America. This is happening. This is fan food, not fast food.
Oh, boy!
Hey, Cubs fans, when the game goes final, stay with CSN for reaction, highlights, and more on Cubs Post-Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Join us to recap the action and preview what's next for the Northsiders after every game on Comcast Sportsnet.
Wednesday Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball on DraftKings for free using promo code Reverse the Curse.
John Lester has a lead, but it hasn't been easy. It's a 5-4 ball game as we get into the 7th. Of the 4 runs he's allowed, only 1 has been earned.
Yeah, some bad luck for him in that 6th inning. The error, obviously, and his decision to try to glove that comebacker worked against him. The Molina hit was just a little half swing block, but we're back to a 1-run game yet again. Now the veteran left-hander Randy Choate, he's 39 years old. He's been around since 2000 when he came up with the Yankees. Sidearm slinging, soft toss finesse guy.
Fowler batting righty. 1 ball, no strikes. This Cardinal bullpen has had a 0.71 collective ERA during their 8-game winning streak, covering over 38 innings. So they have been a busy bunch. That's the other thing about this series. Carlos Martinez was not good Monday. Somehow the Cardinals survived. Tyler Lyons didn't get through 5 last night as Fowler grounds out to Peralta. Tonight the Cubs nicked Lynn for 5 runs in his 6 innings. You feel like you've done good damage against their starters, but you're just not getting rewarded.
And the pitching is what has really carried the Cardinals to this point.
Belisle is up.
Showed on here now for Coughlin and Rizzo, and then if the inning keeps going, Belisle will come out of the bullpen. Zach Roskup loosening for the Cubs.
Carpenter and foul ground has it. Follow the Cubs all season with MLB.com at bat. At bat is up to the moment at any moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet. Rizzo rolls one to Cosma in shallow right. As Choate makes quick work of the Cubs in the 7th. Stretch time from St. Louis.
The switch to T-Mobile is on. Even Verizon customers are seeing the light. T-Mobile has America's fastest 4G LTE network. From the Bay Area to the Big Apple. And more data capacity per customer. Need one more reason? Get Get 2 lines of unlimited 4G LTE data for $100. Save without settling on America's fastest 4G LTE network.
Try living off the straight and narrow.
There were over 22 ounces of beer eligible to be the delicious last drop. But to outlast the competition, it takes more than just hops and desire. You have to be sharp. You have to dig deep and fight to hang on to the bitter end.
Oh, that's not bitter at all. It's actually hoppy. Hops-like, you know? Hopsalescent. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Don't steal it.
Buffalo Wild Wings, 21 sauces and seasonings, tons of tops, and countless flat screens. Nowhere is sports more alive.
Welcome back. Cubs leading 5-4. As the Cardinals will bat here in the 7th, our AT&T U-verse multi-view. It's been another good night offensively. Bryant with an RBI hit in the first inning. And same for Starlin Castro. Anthony Rizzo with a home run. And then a 2-run double. So he's driven in 3.
Hey, he's the man of the match so far, but there's work to be done.
Yeah, so you're leading by a run. I don't want to give the impression the Cubs are trailing, but as we said earlier, they're not comfortable.
No, that comfort lasted about an inning.
Right.
It's about as comfortable as riding home from the beach in a wet bathing suit. That was a Dan Ratherism, something like that.
It's good. The corner guys pulled in against the speedy Borges. Foul pop. Ross will give it a look. Does not have a play. David's got that hockey style mask, but I noticed he took the mask off. I know some guys with that mask, they just leave it on.
Yeah, because you have the right, the old school mask. If you try to lift your head with it on, it's going to move around on you and impede your vision. This one is designed not to do that. Careful, careful. Stuck the landing.
Driven in the air to right center where Soler will make the grab.
Good guy to keep off base with his wheels. He could be a real factor in a one-run ball game.
Joe Madden got kicked out of this one in the 6th, so it's Dave Martinez managing the rest of the way. Here's Carpenter. A walk, a ground out, and a fly out. CC Sabathia is 0-5. He lost to the Blue Jays and Mark Burley tonight. 5-1 Toronto over the Yankees. Diamondbacks swept a doubleheader in Denver. 13-7 and 5-1. Slicing fly. Coughlin kind of got turned around, but recovered in plenty of time. Padres clubbed the Giants 9-1 in San Francisco. That was after being shut out in the first 2 games of that series.
Yeah, they jumped on the kid Heston early on, yeah. Well, Rangers just putting a beat down on the Astros here. 11-0 tonight. Astros had been red hot. Such is baseball.
And that
3 in a row, right? The Rangers will sweep that series.
Yep.
2-1 in the opener, 7-1 last night, 11-zip in the 8th tonight. Colby Lewis pitching shutout baseball for the Rangers. Well, it was two out, nobody on last inning when the Cardinals got started.
Holiday to left. Long run Coughlin. He was playing way off the line, and that's going to land fair and then bounce out of play for an automatic double.
And you think of Holiday as more as an alley-to-alley type hitter, so you bunch the alleys, give him the line. Doesn't pull the ball all that often. He just happened to get out in front of that breaking ball and hook it. And here they come again, looking to do some more damage with 2 outs. Backdoor breaking ball. He leans out and just floats one down the left field line.
Batters Reynolds. But before that happens, Chris Bosio will head out to the mound. Jacob deGrom over Ubaldo Jimenez in New York tonight. Mets 5, Orioles 1, the final.
What's today, Wednesday?
Today is Wednesday.
So we should see deGrom on Monday?
Yep. No.
Off days?
Tomorrow. I think it's Cologne, deGrom, Harvey to start that series. George Springer, the Astros, goes to the 7-day concussion DL.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful. He likes to run into walls.
The pitch to Reynolds, fouled back over the screen.
And, Davey Martinez asked Chris Bosio to go out and talk with Lester and Ross to make sure everybody's on the same page as to how they're going to go after Reynolds here. Probably, let's try to get him out, but if you fall behind, don't feel like you have to come in. You got a base open.
Club foul.
Hit it hard, but that's really about all you can do with that pitch. If you hit it at all, you're going to hit it foul.
Strike 3 called to end the inning as they strand the tying run at second. 5-4 Cubs.
Why do I love coming to Chicago? Second City, the House of Blues, and Binny's Beverage Depot. Check out the prices, check out the volume, check out the enticements, check out these beautiful displays. If you can't find it at Binny's Beverage Depot, it's probably not worth drinking.
Oh, come on, everybody. I think this is my grandson.
Little girl, you look so lonesome. I see you all feeling blue. Come on over to my place. Hey girl, we're having a party. We'll be singing, dancing, singing. Come on over tonight.
Beautify your yard with Spectracide products from Menards. Keep weeds at bay with Weed Stop. This ready-to-spray concentrate kills over 200 different types of weeds and treats up to 5,000 square feet. Get a 32-ounce bottle for just $4.88. Store mowers, wheelbarrows, and more with Aero metal storage buildings. They feature electro-galvanized steel for extra durability. The 10-by-8-foot Hamlet is $298. Or choose the 10-by-12-foot Arlington, $419.
Save big money at Menards.
John Lester has had to work very hard tonight, but has a lead here into the 8th inning, 5-4. And here's Matt Belisle.
Belisle, a veteran, has been around a good long while and off to a good start here with the Cardinals. 12 games, 1-0 with an .082 earned run average. Lynn went 6 innings, allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Randy Choate, 1 clean inning, and now Belisle. 4-pitch mix, fastball, curve, slider, change.
Choate needed 6 pitches to go 1-2-3 in the 7th. So it looks like Lester's done after 7 innings and 106 pitches, 73 of which were strikes. Bryant out into the gap and not caught by Borges as he got a glove on it. Chris has a double as the Cubs try to add on here in the 8th.
Second hit of the night for Bryant. He singled the first time up and drove in a run, also scored, and this one almost died in the glove of Peter Borges out there in center field. This was a heck of a try.
Here's Soler, 3 shots to add some insurance. Single ground out, strikeout looking on a bad pitch that we think ultimately led to Joe Madden getting kicked out of this game. Here it is. Breaking ball up on a slider.
Would not be in Matt Belisle's best interest to throw that again.
Bounce towards center, base hit. Bryant around third. He's going to score. It's 6-4. There's some insurance, courtesy Jorge Soler.
Yeah, he's so strong even when he doesn't make solid contact. The ball has some pace on it. You've seen some of the jam shots to the outfield. This time he gets on top of the ball, just beats it into the ground, but it's got a lot of top spin and scoots through that infield.
He Roger Federer'd it.
He did.
Into center.
Only fair since Molina, Andre Agassi'd his into center earlier.
Good point. Biggio would be proud of that helmet. Well, that was hit hard, but that becomes a tailor-made double play when you hit it right at a middle infielder. 6-4-3. 2 outs.
Good swing, sharply hit. Unfortunately for Castro, right at Peralta.
Pedro Strop looking to bounce back. A couple of tough outings on Sunday and Monday as he gets ready for the bottom of the 8th. Cardinals will have Peralta, Hayward, and Molina due.
See if Molina calls for a breaking ball here. Yeah, well, he's been throwing them first pitch fastballs all night, and David's been taking pretty healthy rips at it.
First 2 pitches low. 2-0 on Ross. Towering shot out into right center. Hayward with the catch. RBI single, Jorge Soler. It's 6-4 Cubs late.
Southwest is having a sale, so you can put the old garage band back together, even if it never made it out of the garage.
Boys are back in town.
Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com.
And here we go, folks.
It's your favorite hot dog bun, mustard, and overpriced watered-down beer.
Are you sure you want to eat all that? Because you already weigh more than your team's batting average.
Let's just toast to our anniversary. Oh no, it's corked.
Let's just watch the game. I tweeted all of your friends to come over, but I guess no one showed up, just like at Mobile Phone Park.
That's okay. I invited one of your friends too.
There's a long drive and it's out of here.
Give a real anniversary gift this year. Escape to the Champagne Lodge in Willowbrook, just 25 minutes southwest of Chicago.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
Someone murdered your mom. They think I did it, but I didn't.
My job is to bring you in.
My priority is to keep my daughter safe.
If you go down this road, the FBI, the CIA, they're all gonna come for you.
Good luck.
Taken 3. Movies start at channel 125.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan in our Comcast Sportsnet studios downtown Chicago with a Sportsnet Central update. Busy night here on CSN. After the Cubs and Cardinals finish their business in St. Louis, Todd Hollandsworth and I will have Cubs postgame live. Then it's Bulls postgame live. Mark Shanowski and Will Perdue break down Game 2 between the Bulls and the Cavs, plus bring you reaction from Cleveland. Now we go back to the Arch City. Here is Len Casper and Jim DeShea.
Time for our T-Mobile game changer. John Lester continuing his good work. Well, his last 3 starts, more like the John Lester the Cubs signed to a 6-year contract.
Yeah, they needed him tonight after a couple of tough losses, and he really went out there and battled tonight. Efficient for the most part. He only had the 1-2-3 inning, but he was able to keep the pitch count down. Had to pitch around some traffic, a couple misplays behind him. A very solid evening. Struck out 6, walked 2, 4 runs, only 1 earned. 73 of his 106 pitches for strikes.
Pedro Strop gets a swing and a miss on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Well, Strop looking to bounce back. Got off to a great start. Last couple times out, he has struggled. So that ERA that was 0 for so long, now up around 4.
Bounding ball charged by Castro. He's got time, and he gets his man.
And that's the thing. So, Lester goes out there in the 6th, gets 2 quick outs, and then they put that inning together against him. He had to work awfully hard to finish off that inning. Most of the other starters, well, Arrieta being the other exception, would probably have come out of the game at that point. But when it's the ace of the staff, you trust him, you give him the ball, say, go back out there and give us 1 more, shorten the workload that the bullpen has to do. And when he went out there and pitched a scoreless 7th.
Hayward got hit by that pitch. Strop's first 12 appearances were scoreless, but then he gave up 2 on Sunday and took the loss. He gave up 3 on Monday and was charged with a loss. His ERA went from 0 to 1.59 to 3.97 in 2 outings. Molina, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Ball 1. In fact, JD, he had allowed 2 hits in his first 12 outings. He's given up 5.
Well, he wasn't walking anybody.
2. That gets past to catcher Ross, and Hayward now to second. So no hits in this inning, and Cardinals have a runner at second on a wild pitch.
Ross thought he could glove that slider from Stroke, just wasn't able to get there. Running the top of the 8th, looking awfully good right now.
Colton Wong, probably the hottest hitter on either team right now, is on deck. He would hit for Cosma. Nobody up in the Cubs bullpen. This is Strope's inning at the moment. He walked it.
The Ross Cup had been up earlier in the ballgame, so it probably would not take him long to get hot.
Seems to be really coming into his own now. He is 8 for 12 his last 3 games. 5 hits already in this series.
Now walk-off home run against the Pirates in the finale of their series on Sunday in the 14th inning.
JD, you know, when things happen like the beating of Gene Segura the other day, we tend to make those benchmarks depending on how a pitcher reacts to it. And I am in no way saying that that has negatively affected Strope, but does it at least make you wonder when you have a guy be that good and all of a sudden things have kind of...
I think it's more the damage that he gave up. He's probably, you know, maybe shaking his confidence a little bit. I mean, that may have led to it a little bit in that particular outing, but if there's any hangover effect, I think it's just that he was rolling along so nicely and all of a sudden he's scuffled a little bit.
Tony Cruz, by the way, is running for Molina at first. So still a catcher running at first, but Molina might be the slowest guy in the majors right now with his knee issues. 1-1. Base hit, left field. Hayward's coming. Coughlin's throw, cut off, 6-5. Another big hit off the bat of Colton Wong, this time off the bench.
A former first-round pick, the Cardinals expected him to be a very good offensive player, and he has become one.
Now, 2 years ago, the Cardinals hit, what, 330 with runners in scoring position. It was one of the greatest years in the, quote, clutch that any team collectively has ever had. They came back to the pack last year, but one thread you notice in these spots is they're not afraid to take the ball the other way.
A lot of line drive hitters, yep.
John Jay, pinch hitting, swing and a miss. Tying run now at second, that's Cruz.
Ron Washington used to always say, if you try to be a hero, you're going to be a zero. Guys go up there swinging for the fences in critical situations. Yeah, every now and then you're going to run into one, but stay on the ball, hit it hard, hit it on a line. That's probably a smarter approach.
scored 9 runs Monday, 4 last night. They've got 6 here tonight, and they're hanging on by their fingernails trying to win their first game of this series. Castro to the bag, double play, 6-3 to end the inning. So Strop gives up 1, but gets the big double play ball to end it. 6-5 as we go to the 9th.
Unboxing something great never gets old. 2 helpings of juicy, thick-cut marinated steak inside of a grilled cheesy quesadilla with a side of chips and salsa. The new Steak Double Dia. Unbox it only at Taco Bell.
Sometimes caring for your neighbors means going the extra mile. When our patient Susan mentioned her dad couldn't make it into Pearl Vision to get his eyes checked, we went to him. And we realized if he had trouble getting new glasses, he probably wasn't the only one. To us, eye care is about living Dr. Pearl's legacy, building a trusting relationship with the person behind the eyes. This is genuine eye care right in your neighborhood. This is Pearl Vision.
The Fantasy Sports Hall of Fame presents former accountant Derek Bradley. DraftKings One Day Fantasy Baseball took him from a guy with holes in his underpants to a guy with bikini models in them. How do they do it? DraftKings.com. They have one-day games, so you're not locked in. It's like a new season every time you play. And best of all, you could win a shipload of money.
Play with DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of MLB. Play with promo code HIT and get free entry in our daily contest. Get to DraftKings.com.
Cubs will bat in the 9th. Leading another wild ball game here in St. Louis, 6-5. In front of 42,207. We'll wrap up the series tomorrow afternoon. Jake Arrieta and John Lackey. And here's ex-Cub Carlos Villanueva.
Carlos, a non-roster invitee to spring training with the Cardinals this spring, made the ball club, and he has rewarded them with some solid work. He's been in 7 ball games and has 3. That's a pretty good ratio right there. 7 games, 3 wins. 0.71 ERA. He worked 2 1/3 here on Monday. Allowed a hit and a run. It was unearned. He struck out 4.
So Wong plays second. Cruz will catch, and Miguel Montero will hit for Strop. It'll be Hector Rondon. In the bottom of the 9th. And it'll be Borges, Carpenter, and Holiday. Montero off to a good offensive start. It's 2-1 on him.
They've really been swinging well lately, hasn't he? Got a 6-game hitting streak going, 11 out of 23. That's a 478 clip. Still trying to get loose there. Coming off the bench, took a big swing. His back might be a little tight.
Spoiler, 3-2. We'll do it again. Here it comes. It's low, and it's ball 4.
That works. When Montero's night is done, looks like Matt Caesar's going to come in and run for him.
Caesar just back from AAA Iowa. Holding him on, now being a wave of checks. Reds shut out the Pirates in Pittsburgh tonight, 3-0. Mike Leake, 8 shutout. He's got a 2.47 ERA. He beat Garrett Cole. Outlasted him by 3 innings. So the Reds have won the first 2 games of that series, allowing 1 hit combined. They'll go for the sweep tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, Pirates just having a heck of a time scoring runs. Andrew McCutcheon's hitting a .188. Josh Harrison, 180.
Good lead by Caesar. Another throw. It's still about half the lead Matt Carpenter had against Lester earlier.
Oh, that was a big play in this game. In the bottom of the first inning, Peter Borges led off with a single, and David Ross threw him out trying to steal, and I think that really helped shut down the running game.
Russell strikes out.
Yeah, David Ross, a big throw there in the first inning. If the Cardinals were thinking about taking liberties throughout the night with John Lester on the mound, he shut that down early. I love how engaged he is when he catches. I mean, he is so committed to his guy on the mound.
Dexter Fowler. Ball 1. Tampa Bay beat the Red Sox 5-3. Alex Colomé over Justin Masterson. Evan Longoria hit 2 homers in that ball game. Kind of get the impression Joe Madden likes Evan Longoria. We've heard a lot of stories about
his name comes up.
Performances from Joe's longtime third baseman. It's one of those teams we don't see a lot.
No, and I think the other thing too is because Longoria came up at a very young age and was so talented, so there's a lot of comparisons to all the young kids that the Cubs have. So he's kind of seen guys go through the transition from talented youngster with high expectations, and then the development at the big league level.
Normally when we do this kind of narrative, our director Skip Ellison gives us a shot of Joe Madden But they'd have to go find him in his office right now to do that.
Just put a little headshot up in the corner.
Milwaukee leading the Dodgers 6-3 as they have now gone to the 9th.
You know, Joe is so accessible, we could probably get him on the phone up here. We could get it's ejection phone. Anytime Joe gets ejected, we'll have him live on the call-in line. Villanueva, one of the craftier pitchers in Major League Baseball. Any pitch in any count.
About crafty lefties, he's definitely a crafty righty. Did not get the call on that pitch. Outside 3-2.
He tried to paint, but it was off the plate.
Caesar the runner at first. One out and a 3-2 coming up to Fowler. There he goes. Fowler golfs it in the air. Caesar able to locate the ball and will be able to get back to first, no problem. 2 outs in the inning. And it'll bring up Coghlan. Jock Peterson has homered twice tonight for the Dodgers. His last 7 hits have been home runs.
No way. Wow.
He's got 9 on the season.
So there's your leader in the clubhouse for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it's early.
Early, yeah. Well,
he's
leader
off to a great start.
Shouldn't say in the clubhouse. Right. Leader, early leader.
Wouldn't that be something if, you know, the Giants played all 162 by May 17th? You'd say, well, they're the leaders in the West in the clubhouse. They've got a 28-game lead.
Go get them, boys.
But the Dodgers have 5 months left.
The Dodgers are losing, though, to the Brewers tonight.
1 strike on Coghlan.
That Craig Counsell has turned that team around.
This will do it. Holiday makes a catch. And he will bat third in the bottom of the 9th against Hector Rondon.
Running out of space? We can help you with a mortgage or a home equity loan for something bigger and better. BMO Harris Bank. We're here to help.
You like bacon?
I like bacon.
You'll want the DQ $5 lunch with a bacon cheeseburger.
I like bacon.
All for just $5.
The DQ $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. This is fan food.
I like Sundays.
It's time to catch your breath and some sun. It's spring, and great deals are in bloom at Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Check out Sun Tracker, America's favorite pontoon boats, now with the best factory warranty in the pontoon business.
Country Financial wants to know,
What if you could own your future?
I mean, I would spend it with family and friends. Travel more. Retire.
Can make decisions that aren't fear-based about money.
At Country Financial, we take the time to get to know you so we can develop a plan with insurance and financial solutions to help you take charge of where you want to be.
Have that fear removed from my mind.
To help you own your future.
To be in control of your future.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
Time for our Benny's Beverage Depot toast of the game. Anthony Rizzo continuing his solid work. He has homered, and he has driven in 3 two-run double as well in the 5th inning. You know what he's done tonight, JD? He's knocked in half, 50% of the Cubs runs.
Yeah, well, that's why I said he's the man of the match. Just needs Hector Rondon to close out the Cardinals here in the bottom half of the 9th, and he can celebrate his outstanding performance here tonight. And Rondon's a pretty good bet to get it done. He's off to another nice start this year. 5 out of 6 in terms of save conversions. He's got a 1.64 ERA. He's striking him out at a rate of 1 per inning. He's only walked 1. So he's allowed 2 earned runs so far this year. That came in 1 outing back on April 18th against San Diego.
Good start. 0-1 to Borges.
This guy can be a fly in the ointment. You need to keep him off base. Bryant taking away the bunt. Tight to the line at 3rd.
All of Rondon's appearances have been exactly 1 inning.
Oh, cutting action on that fastball at 93.
And a base hit to left. Speaking of the fly in the ointment, Borges might be their fastest base runner. And he's on as the tying run with nobody out.
That fastball drifted back over the plate a little bit. And just a quick short stroke, dropped the head on it.
Here's Carpenter.
Yeah, no, that's Carpenter, guy who handles the best pitchers. He's so quick.
Another edge of your seat moment in this series. The Cubs try to hang on here in game 3. The pitch to Carpenter misses high.
Yeah, and that's the thing for Hector here. Can't get caught up in the moment, and he still has to try to make quality pitches. Don't overthrow. That's when you make a mistake out over the plate. Easier said than done.
Borges takes off. Carpenter fouls. Looked like he got a good jump.
Yeah, he had that base. Cubs catch a break.
Rondon, 27 years old, 6'3", 180. Signed by the Indians back in 2004. As Borges is back in safely. 2-2.
Carpenter thought it was outside and looked like he was right.
Rondon ready. Borges runs. Carpenter bounces. Rizzo. Nice play. Rondon covering, but Borges all the way to third. A nice defensive play to get Carpenter. But Peter Borges just kept on running, and he's 90 feet away with only one out.
You talk so much about going first to third on base hits. Here he goes first to third on a ground ball to first. Good aggressive base running by Borges. We've seen a lot of it in this series. From Chris Bryant, from Borges, from Jason Hayward.
Infield in against Matt Holliday. Ball one. 6-5 Cubs, bottom of the ninth, one out. Runner at third. Rondon to the plate, inside.
Yeah, I suspect they're going to pound him in hard, and then if he just doesn't swing at it, let him take his base. Well, I'm going to go away here. And David Ross looking towards the dugout to see if they just want to go ahead and put him on, and that's precisely what they're going to do.
To face Mark Reynolds. I am not a nail biter, but if I were, I wouldn't have anything left to chew on.
This is very entertaining baseball here.
Here comes the pitching coach before Reynolds bats. He has been right in the middle of things throughout this series. Part-time player, the big grand slam Monday, off the bench to win the game last night. That was in the first inning of this series. The Cubs had scored 5. That plated 4 for the Cardinals. You talk about an omen. First inning Monday night.
Kind of set the tone, didn't it?
He continues to bring the lineup card out to home plate. He has done it for every game during this winning streak, which is at 8. Maybe Wellington Castillo will be the Cubs' good luck charm tonight. We'll see.
See if he can be the cooler.
Rondon's got to find the strike zone again after walking Holliday. They've got the big shift on, and Rizzo holding the runner on, so there's not much on the right side of the infield right now. This is a very interesting alignment in this spot. So what that tells you is that Mark Reynolds very rarely, if ever, hits the ball on the ground to the right side of second base.
Yeah, and then if he wants to try to change his swing to make that happen, the Cubs are happy to let him try it. To try to get out of his game, to try to exploit that hole.
Low and outside.
These are situations where if you're the defensive team, you don't mind having that hitter up there with a lot of different thoughts racing through his mind. Should I try to poke one through that hole? Should I try to punch it the other way? That's not his game.
The 2-1. Now 2-2. Don't have to tell you how big a punch out would be in this spot.
No, and frankly, at the start of the at-bat, it's probably the most likely outcome, right? Given, Reynolds' history and Rondon's stuff.
He struck him out. 2 away.
Doesn't always work out the way you'd like it, but well executed by Rondon after the visit from Chris Bazio.
Reynolds a little anxious with 2 strikes and an RBI spot. Rondon able to exploit it. Not out of the woods yet. Johnny Peralta, who has homered tonight. Everybody back with 2 outs. Borges, a tying run at third. Holiday, the winning run at first. Here we go. Slider missing. We've seen Rondon go away from his fastball quite a bit here. The 1-0 pitch on the ground. Castro, little bobble, throw to second. Cubs win. Cubs win.
Yeah, I see Addison Russell. They finally finished off Jason. Anxious moments at the end. Castro finally able to get the handle and get the out. Looks routine. Wasn't routine. But they got him.
Woof. 4-game losing streak over. 8-game winning streak done. Chance for a split tomorrow, which would feel like you won the series.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just a big deep breath. More relief than anything after letting 2 get away to hang in there and win this one tonight.
Yeah, we are all feeling a little woozy right now. We're back with you tomorrow for the final game of this 4-game series. 12:30 Central Time. Final score, the Cubs hang on 6-5. And for JD and our entire crew here in St. Louis, Len Casper inviting you to stay tuned as Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live is next.
All right, Cubs get her done in St. Louis tonight. Little drama there at the ending. Cap and Holly with you on our Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live. That's how you snap a streak.
Well, that's the way it works. It's funny how those games always seem to play themselves out. When you got a losing streak, you're tested on all angles. I mean, John Lester, we give a couple runs back there. The offense responds, and you knew that the Cardinals were going to make a push there at the end. Of course, they did. We pushed back just enough and get the win.
Yep, got Mark Reynolds to nibble at a breaking ball way down out of the zone. And then the Cubs get the ground ball force out at the end. All right, we'll take you through everything that went down tonight, how the Cubs plated their runs, how John Lester pitched, and a whole lot more. It's all coming up. We'll be right back with Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live.
As bourbon ages, some of it evaporates. That's the Angel's share. But a richer bourbon stays trapped in the wood. We've made history by extracting it. Devil's Cut from Jim Beam.
Did I miss out?
No, our sales event is still going on.
I called in sick.
I get it. You don't want to miss the great deals.
Luckily, my boss is out sick, too.
Mitchell?
Sir, I thought you...
What goes on at the sales event stays at the sales event.
Let's look at some cars. Let's do it.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2015 RAV4. Or lease RAV4 for only $199 a month. Hurry in today.
Wow, I got a great deal.
Thanks, Jam.
Feel better now?
Toyota, let's go places.
Together, we all celebrate the foundation being built here today. Do you want to improve the curb appeal of your home?
I do.
Do you want to lower your heating and cooling bills?
I do. Me too.
Do you want a door that will stand the test of time?
We do.
Right now, save 20% on all Feldco doors, plus no money down and no interest for 1 year.
20% off won't last long. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
What's in a drop? The expectation of what comes next. That's what keeps the energy going. The drop refreshes the beat every time. So what's in a drop?
This is the day to live all I've got to you.
Have a day to remember. It's easy with a free red velvet cake with a 10-piece meal or larger.
Cubs Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. This is Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs postgame live.
The 1-0 pitch on the ground. Castro, little bobble, throw to second. Cubs win. Cubs win.
Hey, you saw the sign from Addison Russell, like, oh no, they got it done. Cubs 6-10-2, a little bit better than 5-9-0. Chicago 14-12. Cardinals fall to 20-7. Hello, welcome in. Cubs postgame live presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Along with Todd Hollinsworth, I'm David Kaplan. John Lester steps on the bump. Pitched pretty well tonight. It wasn't great in all aspects. Dropped the ball at first that led to a run with 2 outs, but he pitched well enough to get the Cubs a victory.
Well, the circumstances coming into this ballgame, I thought he was outstanding. It's exactly what you want. This is what aces are for, stopping losing streaks. You come into a situation where the bullpen's taxed, a little bit unpredictable. It's probably the best word to use right now, and we've had some bumps down there. So we needed a long, lengthy start. Yeah, there were some mistakes along the way that led to some runs. He did only give up the 1 earned run, which was the solo homer to Peralta earlier in the ballgame. The rest of those runs were unearned. I thought it was a solid outing from him. There were, a little question mark at 6 after 6 innings whether he was going to come back out, and it was good to see him go out there and be that ace in that 7th inning because it did set us up for the 8th and the 9th. We get out of here with a 1-run victory.
All right, time for our Cholula hot sauce pitching recap. Let's look at the numbers. John Lester threw 106 pitches, 73 for strikes. So right in that general percentage that you always talk about. There you go, 7 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 1 run that he helped lead to. With the error was his own doing. He dropped an easy throw at first base. 2 walks, 6 punch-outs. Lance Lynn, 6 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs that were earned. He was nowhere near as good as Lester. 2 walks and 6 strikeouts as well. Our UPS store taking care of business. Player of the game is John Lester, giving up just 1 earned run tonight, had control over the heart of the Cardinals lineup, and he did what an ace is supposed to do, find a way to get you a victory.
Well, find a way to get you a victory in the middle of a losing streak. And again, knowing, if you're going to compare this start to his last one, anybody would say, well, his last start was much better. It was a 1-0 win. He was dialed in. But when you bring in and factor in the circumstances for what the Cardinals have been doing of late, what they've been doing in the lineup, how they've been exposing mistakes by the opposition, and it's not just the Cubs, it's everybody that they've been playing. This was a huge start for John Lester. I said it was the biggest one of his Cubs career so far, and there's going to be bigger ones, but when you're in it right now and your offense is rolling, you're scoring some runs and you've given a few back, and you got a losing streak on top of it, this is a huge start. Well, our last victory was his 1-0 win 5 days ago, so we needed to win tonight. He needed to go out there and give us a lengthy start. It wasn't one of those where you can give up a few runs here or there and just go mano-a-mano with Lynn. We needed shutdown innings, and he provided them when we needed them.
Yeah, you look at his numbers in the month of May. 2 starts, a .64 ERA, just 10 hits. You look at the strikeout to walk ratio, look at the innings pitched. So obviously, as he said, I'm a notorious slow starter. Things will get better. They have.
No, the one thing that stands out to my eyes is that John Lester's living at the bottom of the strike zone now, and he's effectively working both sides of the plate. It's not that his pitches weren't where they were supposed to be. It was really just about elevation early in April, and that's the problem. When he was missing up out over the plate. And even tonight, that cutter, which was supposed to be a backdoor cutter to Johnny Peralta, he missed out over the plate. He can't do that. I mean, he throws 92, 93 miles an hour, but his control is a huge part of who he is. So getting to the bottom of the strike zone like you saw him tonight, only elevated with purpose, meaning he was with 2 strikes elevating the fastball, trying to get a swing and miss. Was he going to go up there? Everything, the cutter, the 4-seam fastball, the 2-seam fastball, and even the big curveball, the bender, more times than not was ending at the bottom of the strike zone. That's where he wanted it, getting those ground balls and keeping the ball in play.
I love the fact this guy's an ultimate competitor. He goes out there and he battles. Let's check out our Sports Authority play of the game. Anthony Rizzo continues his torrid hitting. A home run in the 3rd inning off Lance Lynn. That's Rizzo's 5th bomb of the season. He smoked this one to deep right field, and it would not be the only hit he had in the ball game, but that was a good one.
Well, it was a huge one. Anthony's in a great spot right now. He's reached base in 15 straight ball games. And as you watch these highlights and as they built, not just from tonight's ball game, I mean, you're seeing Anthony in a great spot. What I'm saying is see ball, hit ball. You're executing your game plan right now, and Anthony's doing just that. Had a huge double, and he's been fantastic. I mean, he is dictating his at-bats, and that's the great thing to see. Not only is he getting on base, he's recognizing when he's going to be pitched to, when he's not going to be pitched to. He's taking his walks, and when given the opportunity to swing that bat and drive in some runs, he's taking full advantage of it. He's not on one pitch right now, Cap. I mean, you see that right there. That was a 74-mile-an-hour curveball right there from Lance Lynn. He stayed back, kept the barrel out in front, and kept it fair. Great swing.
Love the OBP. 507 the last 15 games. It's pretty good. 5 doubles, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs, so doing very well. Time for our 4 seasons heating, air conditioning, plumbing. Who's hot and who's not? Who's hot this season? How about the Nationals' Denard Span? Career .286 hitter, batting over 300 so far this season. Couple of bombs, 7 runs driven in. Who's not so hot? Gregor Blanco just having a brutal start to the season. .93, no home runs, and no RBIs. Come on, Gregor, you're better than that. All right, got to take our first time out. Time for a break here. Cubs Postgame Live presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. More to come as we talk Cubs over Cardinals right here on CSN.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
How's he going up there?
I need more time!
You only get a handful of minutes to start a new life.
We gotta go!
Keep looking, it's gotta be here!
He's coming!
So you grab what you need to get you through.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna go have our baby now.
Like keys! I'm so nervous.
The first hybrid in America, a Honda. The first to meet the Clean Air Act standards, a Honda. And now we're the first to do something else, the Honda Dream Garage Sales Event! Right now you can get an amazing deal on a Honda Accord, named a 2015 IIHS Top Safety Pick.
Hurry, the Honda Dream Garage Sales Event ends soon. Get a great deal on an Accord today at your Honda dealer.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Your perfect summer starts at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
where you'll find genuine value on top quality products like an MTD Gold 19 horsepower 42-inch cut lawn tractor. It's everyday value priced at $1299.99. This Cub Cadet 24 horse 54-inch fabricated deck lawn tractor is $2499.99. And save on an AgriFab 44-inch tow behind lawn sweeper, only $299.99. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Your perfect summer starts here.
Swing and a miss to end the inning, but they have drawn within one. Strike three called to end the inning as they strand the tying run at second. 5-4 Cubs.
Cubs snap a 4-game skid. They beat the Cardinals 6-5. John Lester, his second win as a Cub. Lance Lynn falls to 1-3. Hector Rondon, his sixth save. Anthony Rizzo, 2 for 4, a home run, a double, 3 knocked in. And Chris Bryant, 2 for 4, a double, an RBI, and scored 2 runs. All right, time to take a look at our Blue Cross Blue Shield key to the Cubs' victory. Here's Todd.
Well, real simple tonight coming into this one. Ace, John Lester. Listen, we got a 4-game losing streak, a lot of things going wrong. Not so much with the offense, but really just the bullpen and sometimes the pitching if we're going to talk a length. Right now, John needed to go out and give us a long, lengthy start in which he was the John Lester that we thought we were going to see. Not the one in April, maybe the one we saw his last start, and we got that. He delivered, got us out of a few big jams. Not ones that he, I mean, I guess you can blame him for the error over there at first base, but, you get my drift. I mean, he was really, really good tonight, and when we needed to get big outs, he did. This was not going to be easy. I was not expecting 7 shutout, no-hit innings. There was going to be some Cardinal traffic out there, but he made it happen. 7 solid innings, took the lead, handed it over to the bullpen. We snapped that 4-game losing streak, and pride of Puyallup, Washington.
And how about this? Today is the anniversary, 17-year anniversary of Kerry Wood striking out 20. John Lester wears that number 34 in honor of Kerry Wood and Walter Payton. He wore number 34 to the mound on the anniversary of Woody's 20 strikeout game. Pretty cool. Let's check out the pitching matchup for tomorrow's game. Jake Arrieta goes to the bump. 3-2 record, a solid 2.84 ERA. And check out the walk, the strikeouts, very good. John Lackey, the crafty veteran, 1-1, 31 2/3 innings. He's got a 3.69 earning and an 8.18 walk to strikeout ratio. Should be a good matchup. Let's talk about Jake. He's very good against St. Louis.
Oh, my. Yeah, 3-0, 0.74 ERA. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't even want to talk about his last start. I just want to talk about what he's done against the St. Louis Cardinals. 36 innings pitched against them, no home runs. I mean, he has not dominated a team like the St. Louis Cardinals, or really anybody else. I mean, he's dominated them more than anybody else in his career, and we need a big one from him tomorrow as the Cubs look to even the series. For Lackey, he's pitched very well at home. He's pitching to more contact now than he did earlier in his career. He's not nearly the strikeout guy that he once was. Expect there to be some traffic out there. It's really going to be about, at least the way I see it right now, if the Cubs can come through. They have in this series with the opportunity to come through with from runners in scoring position, because Lackey, even in his last start, had 10 guys out there, but he was able to wiggle out of those jams.
All right, got to get traffic on and then get him in. Holly, good to work with you again, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching Cubs Post-Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. White Sox in the 9th inning will join that game next here on Comcast Sportsnet. Holly and I back with you tomorrow at noon. Have a great night. See ya.
You do all you can to keep them safe. So do we. The Mitsubishi Outlander, named one of America's safest CUVs. Now 0% APR for 72 months on a Mitsubishi Outlander.
Out here, there are no cheat codes, no avatars, no magic stars. This does not require an operating system or a username or password. And there will not be better versions of these games coming out next year. There's nothing like the good of sport. This spring, shop the brands you love, plus thousands of items on sale now. Sports Authority, all things sporting good.
It can be hotter than Death Valley in your attic. But that's still not hot enough to sweat out bugs. Take these boxes. They're not only perfect for storing old yearbooks and pictures.
You find something?
They're also a perfect food source and nesting material for roaches. That's why I identify their favorite snacks, like old books, clothing, wood.
Then I seal entryways and use the latest scientific methods.
Working. Pest control down to a science.
Oh, come on, everybody. I think this is my grandson.
Little girl, you look so lonesome. I see you all feeling blue. Come on over to my place. Hey girl, we're having a party. We'll be dancing and singing. Come on over tonight.
The Dodge brothers have always believed that by taking things further and pushing the limits, you can create a brand that grows as fast as it drives. One drive and you'll discover why Dodge is America's fastest growing performance brand. Join us now during the Dodge Drive and Discover event. During 1 week to deal, get $3,000 combined cash allowance plus $500 bonus cash, plus loyal owners get $1,000 bonus cash on Grand Caravan.
I sell paintings of cats.
I sell antique cameras.
I sell mufflers.
Cellos.
Surfboard stemware. It's odd.
Beautiful.
It has an unusual shape.
I have no idea how to pack this.
Wow, I need help.
I need experts. It's fragile.
Can you be trusted?
The UPS store pack and ship guarantee. We pack it, we ship it, we guarantee it.
So if anything happens to this,
we'll take care of it.
I love logistics.
We pack it, we ship it, we guarantee it at the UPS store.
Has one hit, it was a double. There's a shot base hit. Another bullet off the bat of Abreu. And that'll bring up Adam.
This ball stayed up on the outer part of the plate. So Java didn't bring real good stuff into the game with him tonight.
So here comes the pitching coach, Jones. This all started with 2 out, nobody on. Java, that solid single, then a bullet off the bat of Eaton, off the glove of Castellanos. And then the 3-run homer. Now the rocket single by Abreu.
Both bullpens up and going. Blaine Hardy for the Tigers. David Robertson for our Sox.